Welcome. I'm Jill Ryan from Courtemanche Associates. We really hope that you're enjoying our series of tips related to Joint Commission's top findings and using them to improve processes within your organization. Today's focus is on orders not being followed or orders in the chart not current based on the care that is being provided to the patient. So I have here some examples of actual survey findings that I'd like to share with you. Perioperative orders for antibiotic medications were ordered based on a protocol. However, the protocol was not contained as part of the medical record, as is required by both the Joint Commission and CMS. Here's a bit of a detailed finding, but I think it's quite indicative of what we see very often in survey reports. A patient with a pain score of 10 received Dilaudid. Dilaudid was ordered for severe pain every 6 hours. 2 hours later, with a repeat pain score of 10, the same patient received 2 tabs of Norco. The Norco had been ordered for moderate pain and was to be administered every 8 hours. Neither of the pain meds orders were specified that medications could be combined, or that the Norco for moderate pain could be used to address ineffective pain management with the Dilaudid. So a bit of a complicated finding, but again, I think it's easy to see the opportunity for therapeutic duplication. Another finding, during tracer activity in radiology, orders for CT and MRI scans with contrast were not clear and accurate. The organization could not provide documentation of the use of pre-printed or electronic standing orders, order sets, or protocols for those contrast orders. We often see findings under this chapter related to restraint use as well. So restraint orders had expired, but the patient was still in restraint. So what are some tips for this area of concern that is scored in the provision of care? First, as we see, it's not just medication orders, but for medication orders, make use of standing orders required. So in the organization, if you have, and whatever you call them, whether it be order sets or standing orders, etc., make that a requirement of the medical staff that they use those standing orders, and make sure that your mechanism for assuring that those orders get on the chart in an enduring fashion is solid. Increase staff awareness about potential scope of practice concerns and considerations when looking at medications, very often for pain, for anti-nausea, sometimes titration orders, though that's usually scored under medication management. Our parameters very clear in the order, and if they're not clear, what is the process for getting that clarification so that the nursing and pharmacy staff are not in a position of making a determination that's outside of their scope. Enforce the process of checking orders before care, treatment, or services is provided. So we may have a patient that's been in restraint for several days. We know what that restraint was, what the physician wanted, but are those orders still current? Did they expire based on our policy, etc.? And in terms of just general orders for care of any sort, we encourage you to use your rounding processes. Many organizations do daily, if not by shift, interdisciplinary rounds. That's a great opportunity to check orders, make sure they're consistent with the care plan, the care that's being provided, and then get any updates if needed. Thanks so much for participating in these episodes on tips for challenging issues in the care environment. Thanks for following us, and if you have any tips to share, please let us hear them. We'd be happy to incorporate them into future episodes, our newsletter, etc. Have a great day.